Have you ever felt that emptiness on lonely nights, when the silence becomes deafening and your heart yearns for a tender touch? Today's story is an invitation to connect deeply and feel truly wanted. Let's turn your lonely night into an unforgettable memory. Come and discover what it's like to be the center of the universe, even if it's just for one night. Love can happen in many ways. And you know what? Almost everyone agrees that it always appears when you least expect it. Near the quiet village of Seraphine, where the sun shone and made the green hills look golden, there was a large mansion. This mansion was the home of the respected noble Nicholas Everett. Nicholas Everett was famous for being impressive and elegant. His piercing eyes and polite manners made everyone admire and respect him. But it was on a spring afternoon, when the fields were full of flowers and the birds were singing happily, that noble Nicholas' fate met that of the beautiful villager Lisa Scarlett. Lisa had beautiful hair and eyes that shone like sunlight at dawn. She was like a beautiful flower growing among the hardships of country life. Living in a simple house with her elderly parents, Lisa found joy in the simple things. One day, while riding through the countryside, Nicholas saw Lisa picking flowers in the field. His heart, which had always been as calm as a still lake, was suddenly filled with emotion. He was enchanted by Lisa's beauty and her smile as bright as the sun. Nicholas, used to having any woman he wanted, felt something different and special for Lisa. Nicholas always won women over with ease, because he was powerful, young and handsome. Determined to win the heart of the beautiful Lisa, he used all his charm and way with words. "Good afternoon, miss. The countryside has never been as beautiful as it is now, with you here." Lisa, surprised by the compliment from such an important nobleman, replied shyly, "Oh, my lord, you're very kind. But your kindness should not be wasted on a humble villager like me." "What is your name, beautiful flower?" asked Nicholas. Suspicious of the sudden interest, she replied as she moved a little away. "My name is Lisa, sir." And then she began to walk away. He approached her, looking at her with great curiosity. Lisa, frightened because the nobleman kept following her, said firmly, "What do you want?" "I don't know you and I don't talk to strangers." When he realized that he wasn't going to be able to win her over so easily, he decided to introduce himself. "I am noble Nicholas of Everett, owner of these lands. I was very interested in you and would like to get to know you better." "Sir, it's good to know that you're interested in me, but I'm not the type to fall for adventurous men. I come from a family and I demand respect," said Lisa, a little angrily. Hearing her reply, Nicholas laughed scornfully and said, "To date, every woman has been charmed by me, and I don't think you'll be the first, Lisa." Then Lisa replied firmly, Well, I'll show you that I will, Lord Nicholas." After saying this, Lisa turned her back and walked away. Since that day, conquering Lisa has become a great desire for noble Nicholas. He tried everything to impress her. He sent her special flowers, wrote letters with beautiful poetry, and even bought her shiny clothes and jewelry, hoping that these gifts would win her over. Seeing that none of this was working, Nicholas decided to try something different. He went to the humble village where Lisa lived, carrying a bouquet of flowers. When she opened the door, he said, "Here, I've brought these flowers as a gift for your beauty. May they brighten your heart, just as your presence brightens our village." Lisa was delighted with the beautiful flowers he had brought, but replied kindly, "My lord, your gestures are very generous, but I cannot accept such lavish gifts. My life is simple, and these things are not for me." "Thank you very much for the gifts, but they're too expensive for me," Lisa said politely. Then something unexpected happened that changed everything in her quiet life. Her elderly mother became very ill. Lisa did everything she could to help her, but nothing she tried helped improve her mother's health. Then Lisa discovered that there was a man in the village who claimed to be a doctor and charged for a consultation. She scraped together what little savings she had and took her mother to see this doctor. After carefully examining her mother, the doctor said that she needed special treatment to improve her weakness and ability. "Without the medicines I'm recommending, your mother won't get better," the doctor said sadly to Lisa. She didn't know what to do, as they were very poor and had no way of getting the medication. With no one else to turn to for help, she remembered Nicholas, knowing that he might be the only person who could help her. With courage, Lisa went to the mansion and asked to speak to him. Nicholas, surprised by her visit, asked worriedly, "What happened, Lisa?" In tears, she replied, "My mother. She's very ill, noble Nicholas. The doctor said that we need expensive treatments, but we don't have the money to buy them," Lisa explained, feeling desperate about the difficult situation she was in. It was at that moment that Nicholas, seeing her suffering, made a proposal that seemed to be the solution, even if it was a little complicated. "Lisa, stop crying and listen to me. I can help you. Let me help you solve your problems. I'll pay for your mother's treatment, but if you accept, I'd like to enjoy your company more. I haven't stopped thinking about you for days. Be mine for one night." Heartbroken and out of options, Lisa accepted Nicholas' proposal, knowing that it was the only way to save her beloved mother. She agreed to the deal and did her part. That night, she gave herself to Nicholas, feeling desperate at the same time. On the appointed day, Lisa arrived at Nicholas' mansion. He was very kind to her and offered her a nice dinner. She was ashamed, as she had never been on such a date with anyone, let alone a nobleman. It was in a very refined setting with a luxury she had never seen before. After dinner, Nicholas invited her to see his chambers. Dear friends, we already know what his intentions were, don't we? As Nicholas entered the room, he smiled with pleasure and satisfaction, knowing that he would be fulfilling his innermost desires, which had been on his mind for many days when he thought of Lisa. Throughout the night, Lisa surrendered to the moment and allowed him to caress and kiss her as he wished. When dawn broke, she quickly took the money she had agreed with him and left. When she arrived at her cottage, Lisa felt deeply ashamed for having allowed Nicholas to hug and kiss her so intensely. But she knew that if she didn't agree to what he wanted, she would have no way of saving her mother. She thought to herself, it was a deal, after all. But tonight won't change the way I feel about him. Lisa thought, but things didn't turn out the way she'd imagined. That afternoon, Nicholas sent a large delivery of food to Lisa's house to help her mother eat better. A few days later, her mother was getting much better and Nicholas went to visit her. He was pleased to see that the medicine and food were helping her to recover. As he left Lisa's house, Nicholas, trying to make conversation, asked her, "Lisa, did you miss me? Life always surprises us, doesn't it?" After feeling embarrassed, Lisa began to remember the pleasant moments she had spent with Nicholas, and even wished she could have one more night with him. But when he asked her directly, she replied, "No. I know that what happened between us was just a business deal. You gave me something and I kept my end of the bargain." He looked into her eyes and said, "That night, I found more than fun. With you I found the light that illuminates my dark life." Lisa was surprised to hear this. He continued, "I want to be with you more often, Lisa. One night isn't enough for what I feel for you. I know that your mother is recovering now and that you won't need financial help to stay with me anymore." She looked at him and replied, "I wouldn't have given myself to you if it hadn't been for my own help, Nicholas." He sighed and said, "I understand. But even though you tried to be hard on me, I felt a connection between us. It's true, guys." At first, Lisa stayed with Nicholas in exchange for money, but with his caresses and kisses, she began to feel pleasure that night. However, standing there in front of him, she didn't reveal what she was really feeling. Lisa heard Nicholas say firmly, "There's no point in hiding your feelings. I know you want me too, Lisa. When you miss me, you know where to find me." After saying that, he left. It didn't take many days for Lisa to feel so much desire for Nicholas' caresses that she couldn't resist. She went looking for him. When she saw him, Nicholas embraced her warmly, saying, "I knew you'd come, my love." That night, the moon smiled at the sea. The two of them experienced a wonderful moment of love, giving themselves to each other with all their heart. After a wonderful night, they fell asleep in each other's arms. When she woke up in the morning, Lisa found Nicholas with a radiant smile, saying, "Will you marry me and always be by my side, my love? I want to spend every night by your side and face all the challenges that life brings us together." She smiled and replied, "Yes, I do, my darling." As the sun began to light up the morning sky, Nicholas declared his love for Lisa. A few days later, Nicholas' mansion opened its doors to a large wedding party for him and Lisa. Just like that, another couple fell in love in an unexpected way. Who knew that love didn't hold surprises for us? If you liked this story, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories. And if you're curious to watch something similar, check out Indecent Proposal, which will appear on the final screen. Thanks for watching and see you next time.